Yeah, the first thing I'd like to know is just who you guys are, who you're with, and what you do there.
Great. I'm Bob Ryan. I'm a business development manager for Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. So we manage the distributors, and I cover Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin.
I'm Steve Thiel, Indiana area manager. So I sell beer from the brewery to the Indiana distributors.
Awesome. I know you guys came in and taught beer school for us tonight. Is that the first time you guys have done something like that at a bar, gotten to go and teach, or is that something you see happening elsewhere?
Well, really, quite often we'll do samplings and things like that, but the way that this was set up is pretty rare, and it's a lot of fun to get people that are, planning on coming in and asking questions and really wanting to learn something and try different things. So the way that it was set up, we don't see very often at all.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting. There are a couple other bars that are, trying to implement programs like this, but the microphone, being able to capture everyone in the bar's attention, and keeping it for 45 minutes was pretty spectacular. Being able to provide samples to everybody at no charge, and the education piece, I think, is really important.
You guys feel that it went well tonight, that it was well received as far as the information?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. A lot of great questions. A lot of people showing up early and enthusiastic and excited. It was a really nice crowd.
People of all ages too, college students to some seasoned veterans. Definitely, craft beer drinkers.
How do you think the beer was received tonight? People enjoyed it?
Good, yeah. We did go through a wide variety of styles, and then heavy into the IPAs, which we have a lot of IPAs going on this time of year. And those seem to be the most generally accepted these days. But, as with anything, you're not going to please everybody. So, but all in all, people understand the different styles and why they are what they are and what the brewery is aiming at. And I think we're able to get that across pretty well.
We're brewing some really new, exciting beer styles too. We run into people that generally know us for Pale Ale. Tonight, I think some people were pleasantly surprised to see that we're brewing a Hefeweizen using open fermentation. Optimum was well received. Quite a few people had Torpedo for the first time tonight as well, and then the Ruthless Rye IPA. That was a big hit. So I think people were really excited.
When we tasted 6 different beers tonight, was there a favorite for you guys? I mean, they were all delicious. Is there one that stands out to you guys as your favorite of the lineup we tried tonight?
The one that I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, the third one. I'm really digging the Ruthless Rye these days, but the tastes will shift with the seasons and with whatever mood too. And it's nice to have a lineup of things to shift around.
Ruthless Rye is pretty nice right now.
I got to try it a little bit earlier. I'm looking forward to having one when we're all done. I wanted to ask you guys too, what's in the works for Sierra Nevada? I know there's talk about a new brewery opening in North Carolina.
Yes.
And maybe some canned beers that are out already or coming out soon.
Yeah, I'll let Bob talk about the new brewery. The cans are in the market now. Pale Ale, 12-pack cans. Torpedo, 16-ounce, 4-pack cans. Those are going to be year-round packages. We'll be doing a collaboration in June with Russian River Brewery. That'll be the first time Russian River beer will be available in Indiana. It's going to be Sierra Nevada beer, of course, distributed through the Sierra Nevada network. But it is a collaboration with Russian River. It's a Belgian-style pale ale with a little bit of the Brettanomyces yeast.
And then, we're excited about building a new facility near Asheville, North Carolina. And that was announced recently towards the end of January. And, for reasons of production capacity, but also to more efficiently get beer from the West Coast to the East Coast. And we ship only refrigerated. We maintain the strictest quality standards throughout all the stages of the supply chain. And so it made more sense to develop a new plant to serve the eastern portion of the country. So that project is in development right now. The land has been selected, and the groundbreaking is happening very, very soon. So it's going to be an ongoing project, a couple of years in construction. And we'll be really excited to have the whole Sierra Nevada experience like it is in Chico, replicated in North Carolina too.
When you talk about replicating what you guys do in Chico. I know Sierra Nevada is big into sustainability, being friendly to the environment. Are the plans for the new brewery going to mirror brewery in Chico in that regard?
Yeah, and then taking into account the climate and the landscape, and being the most efficient that we can in that environment as we can in Chico. Because in the Central Valley in California, solar makes a lot of sense. So we rely on over 10,000 solar panels there, along with hydrogen fuel cells and a number of other sustainability measures that we have in place. So not sure exactly what it's going to look like in North Carolina, but to adapt to the environment there, whether it be taking advantage of renewable energy that's offered there that may not be offered in Colorado, and just being as sustainable as possible is the goal.
That's a great beer town as well. Asheville.
Well, I appreciate it a lot, guys. Thank you for coming in and for talking to us, and hopefully we'll see you again in the future.
Jackson, thanks for having us tonight.
It's my pleasure.
Look forward to going to that. Thank you.
You're here in Bloomington.
I'm Murphy. I'm a student here in Bloomington in the informatics school.
I'm Katie. I'm a senior. I'm majoring in cognitive science.
So I overheard tonight at beer school you guys mentioned that this was your first time that you hadn't been before. Just stumbled into it or heard about it, or?
No, actually, I was coming home from something with my roommate, and she mentioned she wanted a beer, so we came here, and I talked to him and got him to come, and all of a sudden, somebody was talking on a microphone about samples of Sierra Nevada, and we are okay with that.
Exactly,
So,
yeah, just stumbled right onto it.
Like,
It's nice.
But what kind of beer?
Some Sierra Nevada beer tonight. Was there anything in particular that stood out to you guys that you really liked, that you thought was really tasty?
I like the Hoptima. That was pretty good.
Optima was good. The last one was Bigfoot, I think.
Bigfoot?
That was good,
really
too.
good.
Yeah, that was
Super happy. I don't know, like I'm not the biggest beer guy, I guess I would say. Since I've been at Yogi's for a while, I've kind of started to develop my beer skill.
Expanding a little
Yeah,
bit.
expanding a little bit past, Budweiser and Natty and stuff.
Sure.
But no, the Bigfoot was really good, I thought.
Did everything you guys tried tonight stuff you'd had before, or did you get the opportunity to try some stuff maybe you wouldn't have sampled or you wouldn't have had otherwise?
For sure. I mean, because the Sierra Nevadas I've had just like the Pale Ale and the Torpedo mostly, and like pretty much, I think there was one other I've had before that I know I'd had, but I can remember. Everything else is new.
Yeah, I had only ever had the Pale Ale, and everything else was brand new. And we had one of the guys here came out and talked to us about almost every single one. It was a cool interactive experience. I mean, there weren't that many people here. I mean, I don't know how many people usually come. It's our first time, but he was coming out and telling us about every kind of beer, how they brew it, what kind of hops are in it.
It's a little one-on-one education.
Yeah, it was great. Even
definitely.
at the end, we got to talk to both of them actually, and they told us like how they got into the business of like managing their, I don't know, sections, I guess, whatever.
Yeah,
that
their
they
little
do.
divisions.
Yeah,
Or,
and they were very friendly, very helpful.
Did you guys find that it was actually a learning experience to some extent?
Oh, definitely.
absolutely.
You walk away knowing a little bit more about
Yeah.
it. at least
Absolutely.
there.
I called my dad and I was like, you should go check this out, like, because he's into beer, so he's going to check out whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always interested in learning more about beer, and I think we were just saying we're probably going to come here every Tuesday
Yeah.
from now on. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Right,
for
we
real.
don't know how we just figured out about this
Yeah.
at the end of senior year.
Seriously.
5 weeks left.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that we just found out about it now. I don't know how long you guys have been doing it.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a while, but it's definitely only recently becoming a bigger production where we've got a system in place so you can hear the speakers.
For real.
If you're sitting at the far end of the bar, in the past it
That was definitely
difficult.
helpful, yeah.
Yeah, we had a speaker right behind us.
Yeah, so you're able, even if they're all the way down at the far end of the bar, you're able to hear what they're talking about when they're discussing their beers. That's new for us. Also, we're bringing in experts, people from the brewery, from the distributor, as often as possible. Already next month, we've got guys from Triton up in Indianapolis will be coming down,
Nice.
and we've got Tim Loftus from Sam Adams will be coming down later next month also. So, you guys think this is something you sounds like you'd come back
Yeah.
to,
We'll
bring friends?
be back every Tuesday at 7.
Perfect.
I think
Pretty much, most definitely.
when you actually bring in the beer distributors, managers, whoever those two guys actually were, I don't know what their titles were officially, but I think that was the biggest part for me. I mean, it's cool to have a couple free glasses of beer, but to actually hear what kind of beer it is, what goes into it, how it's made, how it's transported. That was really interesting. To
And
me.
then especially talking to them personally and like finding out their background, like they actually know what they're doing. Like
Yeah.
they didn't just get into this job. They've been doing it for a while. That was even cooler because it was just like, you know, I like beer. How do I get involved in this? And then they were just like, well,
Yeah.
we liked beer too.
Exactly.
That's why we're here.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I hope to see you next week and the week after and the week after that until you graduate.
Definitely.
Absolutely will.
Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No
full stop.
problem.